Hello and welcome to Monsters and Maps, or Maps and Monsters, or maps that are monsters. You can't forget the mimics.
Or
Eh,
monsters that are maps, like in Dora the Explorer.
I hold I hold to my belief that Map was just a very sentient mimic. I don't trust that motherfucker. And the backpack was a bag of devouring.
Possible. It's
There's
possible.
there's no two ways around that. I mean, some people argue that the backpack was a bag of holding, but it had a face and it spoke. I am positive it's a bag of devouring.
Yeah, there really wasn't like any evidence that you were able to pull like a lot of stuff out of it or put a lot of stuff in it, so the holding doesn't really make sense.
Precisely. All right, I'm gonna do my promotions everywhere to tell people that I'm actually doing shit. Hold on one moment. Da 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 da. How was your day, Cat?
Okay. I have an interview tomorrow for a promoted position at work, and so I was able to kind of do some mock interviews and stuff today, but I'm very nervous about it.
I believe in you. You'll be fine.
I hope so.
I have to copy paste a lot of shit.
Mhm.
All right, that ought to do it. All right. So, the topic of monsters today is something both me and Kat have had to deal with in the past little things that we had going on this weekend. We played Pathfinder on Sunday with Rob and Rob's one shot. It was very fun. The one shot is now more of a two shot and will resume next Sunday at 1 p.m. But in that one shot, we got to see some pretty baller ass earth elemental guys, elder earth elementals as he called them. I've never
Mhm.
played Pathfinder before, so I'm not exactly sure how they differ from Dungeons and Dragons elementals. But Dungeons and Dragons elementals come from the planes of the primordial planes, which are more of a chaotic style kind of place, because the chaos of nature and all that fun stuff. Oh look, it's a Rob. Sup, Rob?
Oh, hello.
Yeah. So yeah, they come from the primordial planes. There's fire, there's water, there's earth, and then there's the plane of air. And of them, the plane of air is pretty much the only spot where you won't get completely murdered right away because gravity doesn't really have meaning there a majority of the time.
Mm. I can just view it as constantly falling.
Well, yes, unless you will yourself to not be falling. So if you're in the plane of air and there's like these little floating islands that go around there, you can will yourself to go in any direction you want through the force of your will, and it'll basically send you in that direction. And you can will
Mm.
yourself to not be floating off into time and space.
Hmm.
But the opposite of that is if you like throw something, it's going forever, 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 forever.
Oh,
I'm sorry, those elementals we fought on Sunday were 40 feet tall? How tall was the ceiling in that damn cavern?
probably at least like 60 because they got a 15-foot reach, and Tara was able to hang out on the ceiling.
I guess that's why those squares were actually 10 feet.
No, yeah, I was just throwing numbers. Hello, hello. I thought I'd swing by because it's slow at work right now.
Hello,
It's a
welcome.
Rob! Everybody, this is Rob. Everybody being just
Uh,
probably us who are watching our own stream. But look, it's
because we are
Rob.
cool like that. We
We
are
are
cool like
we are extremely cool like that. But yeah,
yeah. Yeah, no, those things were massive. And I remember the Warforged, that's not a Warforged, wanted to take the arm. The arm probably weighed at least 5,000
the
pounds.
arm was 5 Warforged.
Okay, so this basically means that the Warforge and Macmillan, I don't ever want to hear that they like couldn't break down a door or something,
It's gonna happen.
because they're gonna get to like a door and be like, I can't open it. No, they are gonna be able to just
No.
shatter that door. Okay, we need to remember this.
Nope.
I think the thing with the highest strength score is actually Isabel's bear.
Yes.
Yeah, I that would make sense.
Let's see what I remember the score, but I want to see what's compared to on like the chart I'm pulling up right now. Boom. Wants to be slow right now.
I mean, if it was Dex and not Strength, I probably would be okay. But yeah, I
I
don't
think
think. Mm-mm.
they might even have the highest score period amongst all of you guys.
Quite
Yeah,
possible.
it's
Bears are no joke.
uh
Mm-hmm.
it is considered, with its score, it is considered amongst the strongest creatures to have ever existed, rivaling fire giants, triceratops, and elephants.
The bear?
Yes, based off of its strength score.
The bear.
Yes. The large,
What are we even
well,
here
not
for?
quite dire bear.
We're just accessories for the bear.
It has a 30 strength, if I remember correctly.
That's a lot of strength.
I think someone has like a 26 or a 28 dex.
Uh, that sounds about right. I think I've got not a lot of decks. What do I have? Fuck.
I think you're wisdom or intelligence. You might be intelligence.
I did get some decks just because I thought it would be useful to dodge things. That is what that's for, right? When you're playing Pathfinder. Yeah.
It aids your AC, just like in D&D, actually.
It's just 18. It's only 18.
I think your intelligence is super high, though.
It's only 21. It's not really that high. But well, base level anyway. I did get all those enhancements from the stuff I'm wearing, the magic stuff. So it's higher than that. That's just what
Oh,
it is at base.
so you're super intelligent. So base 21 with probably a +6 intelligence item, so 27. Assuming,
Maybe
I don't know offhand.
I might have got the natural armor and the dexterity one and not paid attention to the intelligence one.
The intelligence one would have increased your spell casting ability and your spell save DCs.
See, it would have, but then I wouldn't have been able to buy as many cool things that were different.
Well, if you had that item, you would be a world famous level intelligence sought out for advice constantly, compared to a mythic ice devil or the demon lord. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that
Zool.
name.
There is only
Yes,
Zool.
its name is now Zul. It's actually spelled Kostts or yeah, KostTchie.
There is only Zool.
this. That's a throwback, and I love it. I haven't watched that in a long time.
I wonder how much of modern movies were inspired by mythical monsters that were included in things like this.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. And can I also say, like, my favorite part from the Pathfinder campaign so far is your reaction to me smelling gems. Like, that just made my day.
Wait,
That was fantastic.
wait, which reaction is or mine?
Yours.
Your-
I knew about it.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. I am sorry.
So your character can't see this because of something she's wearing, but she's actually wearing a mask that covers kind of like the bottom half of her face with an upside down nose that allows her to smell, have the scent ability, but only with gemstones and coins.
But I'm
Okay.
wearing perfectly normal clothes that aren't strange at all and don't have the weird abilities because they're perfectly normal.
Perfectly
For
normal.
to start sniffing gemstones, like, oh yes.
There is literally nothing to see here.
Well, that was not a good shiny gem or rock for you. I'm just gonna put this in my pocket so you don't have to look at it anymore.
To calculate treasure for you guys because Austin's been bugging me about making this like a string of 1/1 2 shots of just constant high level play because people never get to play such high level play.
I mean,
So
like, I wouldn't mind.
I have no other ideas except for this one at the moment. So this might not. This, I feel like at best, just knowing how lazy and busy I can be, maybe once a year. I don't want to make any promises.
That's fine. You
It's like,
don't
here's
have
a dragon, go.
have at it. Tell me when you've hit it. AC's 50.
I think that's a little bit more accurate if you guys are like level 20. Like, I think there are actually some CR 20 to 22 creatures with an AC of over 45. Like, oh, I know, great worms, aka dragons that have lived over 1,500 years, have pretty insane stats.
Yeah, not going to argue with that.
It's funny because
Looked up the
5e
red.
doesn't even touch anything older than ancient, whereas like 3.5 and Pathfinder goes like, you know, there's something older than ancient, right? They're called worms.
Yeah,
A
I
lot
was
of
just looking at the red dragon great worm, AC 39.
Yeah. He big.
And what that's, I think that's gargantuan, right?
Most of the
Oh,
ancient
see.
dragons are gargantuan. Is there a size bigger than gargantuan?
There is. There's colossal.
Colossal.
It's colossal.
Are Tarrasque gargantuan or colossal?
I'm pretty sure Terrest is colossal. I can.
Oh, by the way, for anybody watching, I am currently working on a house that Kathy will see at some point for sure, for sure.
Dun, dun,
Me too,
dun.
right?
Say what?
Me too, right? Or is this different campaign?
I don't know. Who knows?
I'm not even watching the stream. I'm googling monsters right now.
I'm not telling.
Is it the house of the dream reader?
All right,
lady that we're never going to get to ever.
maybe.
At least
It could be that.
for a Pathfinder, a Tarrasque. Well, there's two different types of colossals apparently. There's tall colossals, and I guess there's long colossals.
It's tchotchke.
I bet what's it called? Words in my mouth. Uh, purple worms. They're probably the long kind of colossal. Yes.
I don't know about purple dragons.
No. The purple worms. Purple worms. You know.
Oh, ORMS, not YRMS.
Yes. The big boys. You know.
I actually have to.
Gargantuan monstrosity.
Oh, those things. I know what those are.
They're fun.
Very similar things in Magic the Gathering.
Hold on.
Yeah, so like a Tarrasque is colossal and takes up a 30-foot square in Pathfinder, at least. I don't mean to change this to Pathfinder, but
No, it's alright.
I
We're
know you
talking
guys
about
are fond of
monsters
them.
in general.
Okay.
Also, the word that you were reading earlier is tchotchke.
Me?
Yeah.
If you direct your attention to the display screen, this is a purple worm.
He's a little big.
He little big. He can be bigger than that. It's a relatively small purple worm, if we're gonna be honest with you. And he's a problem. He's a lot of problems.
I bet.
Does it know wild magic and get shorter?
No, purple worms do other things though.
Myself, and I sound ugly.
Oh, I found an adult dragon size comparison chart.
Oh, that's disturbing. So, a purple worm. The worm can burrow through solid rock and leaves a 10-foot diameter tunnel in its wake. As a multi-attack, it can do one with its bite and one with its stinger. Its bite is +9 to hit, it reaches 10 foot, and it's 3d8 +9 piercing damage. If the target is a large or smaller creature, it must succeed on a DC 19 dexterity saving throw or be swallowed by the worm. A swallowed creature is blinded and restrained. It has total coverage against attacks and other effects outside the worm, and takes 66 acid damage at the start of each of the worm's turns. If the worm takes 30 damage or more on a single turn from a creature inside it, the worm must succeed on a DC 21 Constitution saving throw at the end of that turn or regurgitate all swallowed creatures which fall prone in a space within 10 feet of the worm. If the worm dies, a swallowed creature is no longer strained by it and can escape from the corpse using 20 feet of movement, exiting prone. And its tail stinger is +9 to hit, reach 10 foot. Its damage is 3d6 +9 piercing damage, and then the target must make a DC 19 Constitution saving throw or take 12d6 poison damage, half as much on a successful save. It's the challenge rating of 15. It's got 28 strength. It's got AC of 18, 247 HP. It can move 50 feet above ground, 30 feet below ground. Yeah, big boy.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing you shared, the image you shared, Kat, shows a two-headed dragon that says it's an earth dragon. So I decided, like, I never heard of those. Let me look. Apparently in Pathfinder, they're just straight up elemental dragons. And they look fun.
All of a sudden, there's now a dragon in the cave.
Dun dun dun.
Dun-dun-dun.
Oh, that's weird to think of a dragon with a burrow speed, but like if it's earth, that makes sense.
But I would think it would be hard to do with two heads.
I don't know. Maybe it does a sweeping motion.
The elemental earth dragon has a breath weapon of a 50-foot cone of scorching sand and gravel that does fire and slashing damage.
Ouch.
And damage is, where did it go? 14d8.
A lot of D8.
I remember the funny thing that happened during my one shot is that like I need a D10. I'm looking for D10s. Like where the heck are they? Right after rolling a percentile dice, I was like, okay, what? Oh, they're percentile dice because that's all I know them to be because I never roll D10 as a D10 for damage.
Dun dun dun.
So, and I basically had them in my hands. I just really felt dumb when I was looking for D10s that were already in my hand.
D10s like to hide from you forever. I'm constantly
I feel like
mistaking them
they're
for everything else that I could possibly need.
just the elusive, never used D12 except for a barbarian's help and like one of their weapons.
Yes. Holy crap, that's too big. That's still too big. The fuck? That's too small. I'm having
That's too big.
problems,
That's too
guys.
small.
I'm having problems.
35.
I found it. Definitely 35.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
What's 35? I'm sorry.
Oh, I had to resize a cellar door to lead into the creepy basement.
Ooh.
You know you want to go visit the creepy basement, Rob. There could be a lot of things in that creepy basement.
Oh, this is a fun ability that dragons have, or some dragons at least. It's an ability called Snatch. Let's see what.
Snatch. Is that a
Is it when
Pathfinder or a 5e ability?
they steal a princess?
I'm looking at Pathfinder right now. Maybe it's on 5e or under a different name. But prerequisite, it has to be either a size huge or larger. This creature can start a grapple with its when it hits with a bite or claw attack, as though it had the grab ability. If it grapples a creature 3 or more sizes smaller, it squeezes each round for automatic damage with a successful check. A snatched opponent held in the creature's mouth is not allowed a reflex save against the creature's breath weapon if it has one. The creature can drop a creature it has snatched as a free action, or use a standard to fling it aside. A flung creature travels 1d6 times 10 feet and takes 1d6 points of damage per 10 feet traveled.
I just thought of the best thing ever.
What?
Dragon Baseball League, but the balls are a bunch of people that they have put into tiny little like round cages.
And it's just, I was just about to say, like, so a dragon can literally just, as long as it's huge or big, it can just grab somebody and yeet them off the map.
Yes.
But no, we're gonna do it with baseball. Even though they can't even throw a 60. No, yeah, 60 feet is just long enough for them to throw from the pitcher's mound to home plate in a standard baseball field.
But do they have a hit option to fling them back, to do a home run? Or do they only have the grab?
It would be an attack of opportunity with a weapon. So their weapon could be their tail.
Okay.
So yeah, we can make this work.
Dun, dun, dun.
We go deeper into the volcano and see that the activity is actually all these dragons playing baseball.
My feelings. They're using their tails as a bat and their ability to fling them as the ability to just throw them to the other players.
I want to know what the bases are.
Oh, the bases?
Mm-hmm.
Mounds of dead earth elementals.
Yes. baked by Dragonflame. Ah, that would be lovely. Speaking of elementals, though, this is that time of the evening where we're going to look in the Creature Codex or the Tome of Beasts to find an interesting, obscure elemental. Let's see what we've got. Creatures by challenge rating. Creatures by type. Here we go. Celestial Beast Construct. Elemental. Ooh. That looks nice. Page 139.
Like no means of like muting a tab. Oh wait, you know what? I might be able to. No, this is an app. That's a
Bop. Bop.
King
So,
Triton. Poseidon.
almost. This is the Stormlord elemental. The rough shape of a man with a crown and beard of sea foam rises out of the center of the maelstrom on a swirling pillar of dark clouds and seawater. Raging, his fist clutches a crackling ball of lightning. I just heard Rooney scream lightning from across the nether somewhere. So these guys are violent sea kings. They are native to the plane of water, and stormlords make war on each other over territory and pride. But they also command their lesser elemental kin in battle against intruders from other planes. Less frequently, stormlords leave their home plane to address some perceived wrong or slight, but in some cases they are summoned to serve greater elemental tempests and hurricanes. They have a voice of thunder. Foul-tempered, at the best of times, stormlords consider communication with non-aquatic creatures to be beneath them, preferring to settle disagreements with violence. You guys, the stormlord said so. Violence is always the answer.
Mm-hmm.
While they spurn most diplomatic attempts, stormlords receive such overtures more charitably when brought to them by aquatic creatures. So, if you want to make an alliance with one, you need to have a goldfish and send the goldfish. His name is Bob. You can't hate Bob, the goldfish.
Bob the Blobfish.
Bob the blobfish. Blobfish are cute. I like the blobfish. His challenge rating is 13. He has 17 natural armor. He has a movement speed of 50 feet. He can fly 50 feet, and he can swim 90 feet.
I don't think he's supposed to be able to fly if he's the water. I
Well,
don't think that's fair.
Well, he's a storm lord, so he's got both of it going on there. His fly is considered a hover, though. And he has a lot of resistances. He's resistant to acid, lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from all non-magical attacks. He is also immune to poison. And he's immune to a bunch of conditions, too. He's immune to exhaustion, being grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, or unconscious. How do you kill this motherfucker?
You send a goldfish. You hope for the best.
I want it to be one of those weird ones with the bobbly eyes. He has 120 feet dark vision, and his passive perception is 17, so anybody who rolls low is fucked. Ooh, he's got a couple of cool abilities too. He's got an ability called Tempest. The Stormlord is surrounded in a 120-foot radius by ferocious storms. The storm imposes disadvantage
He
on...
is a storm. How you get more storm?
I don't know. I mean, like, maybe it's just his general aura of Boss Ashbronis. The storm imposes disadvantage on ranged weapon attack rolls, and wisdom checks based on sight or hearing within the area. So you get deafened, basically. The Stormlord's own senses and attacks are not impaired by this trait, He's used to hearing himself talk like this.
Huh?
The tempest extinguishes open flames and disperses fog. A flying creature in the tempest must land at the end of its turn or fall. Each creature that starts its turn within 30 feet of the Stormlord must succeed on a DC 16 strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from the Stormlord. Any creature within 30 feet of the Stormlord must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves when moving closer to the Stormlord. It has multi-attack. It can make 2 slam attacks or 2 lightning bolt attacks. Its slam attack is plus 10 to hit, reaches 10 feet, and is 7d6 plus 5 bludgeoning damage. Its lightning bolt is plus 9 to hit, 60-foot range, and 78 lightning damage. And then it has a recharge ability called Thunderclap. The Stormlord creates a peal of ear-splitting thunder. Each creature within 30 feet of the Stormlord must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. On a failure, a target takes 12d8 thunder damage and is deafened. On a success, the target takes half the damage but isn't deafened. The deafness lasts until it is lifted by the Lesser Restoration spell or similar magic. So he explodes your eardrums, basically.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Rob? Are we gonna see a Stormlord?
I don't know.
I hope not, because I don't think none of us will be able to fight him. Because you can't poke him, you can't poison him, you can't do nothing, and you can't hear.
Nope.
That's when you go to spell casting.
Too bad he's
We got
resistant
Dizzy,
to
that's
like
it.
half of it.
Who's gonna do a spell of storms, and
Yes.
it's just gonna make them stronger.
Yes. Actually, I think she'd vibe with this dude. She'd be like, I'm a water rat. Does that count as Alcuin?
I went to look up some 5e elementals and came across a Galder. And they're kind of neat. They're just medium elementals that are CR6. And they're just like these little stone dudes. They're actually pretty chill. But this is a wiki page, which is not really great for stat blocks. But yeah, no, I am not throwing that in there at you guys.
Aw. Chicken.
Besides, it's only a CR, what, you said 13, 14? You guys
Yeah,
are stronger
but
than that.
that's ZR13 is different in 5e than it is in Pathfinder.
I imagine challenge rating system would essentially be the same.
Nope.
That's weird.
That's why it's hard to translate some monsters between the two of them.
Oh yeah, stat wise, because just the mechanics are so different, but like 5e party level and CR equivalencies are the same. Well, how do I want to word this? Like you can, I feel like you can appropriately gauge what's going to be way too hard or way too easy because of a creature CR against the party level, and that's kind of the same with Pathfinder. But to cross them over from one system to the other, then yeah, that's not easy because at least 5e and 3.5/Pathfinder mechanics are so freaking different.
Yep. I told our other DM Kalith that we were about to do a Pathfinder one shot and that we'd never played Pathfinder before, and he was like, "Well,
Have fun.
basically yes."
You're gonna do math.
So much math.
Lots of it. Yeah, it's all you get +2 or +4 to that, or in rare cases +6s to that, or -2 or -4. Whereas 5e said fuck all of that. You either get advantage or disadvantage because fuck math.
Math is for the losers.
Yeah, I have to go through and see if any of my things are, because you guys were like, "Oh, do you have any swift actions?" And I'm like, what is that? Do I have them?
It's,
I don't have
it's
them
very
in this
similar to
game.
a bonus action. It's a bonus action equivalently.
Yeah,
I'm like,
just bonus
I was like, I
action
don't
by
think I
another
have
name.
any of those. Let me see.
Some of your items might grant you a swift action. Like if you have the boots of speed, I think you can activate those as a swift action, and you
Nope,
get
don't have those.
10 round. Oh, okay. I know at least one or two people in the party have it, so.
Nope, I got the boots
Oh,
that
you have the glove of storing, don't you?
the glove is storing. Yeah.
You can retrieve something out of the glove of storing either as a swift or a free action. I can't remember which.
Okay. Because I was thinking I might hide my dagger in there if we need to.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep, that's a good place to put your dagger. And you can just have it appear in your hand like really quickly compared to like drawing it from a sheath or whatnot.
Hmm. Also, I don't think I put in the chat my picture of, so from what Felix was doing with Tara and made that kind of picture there. I went on the website and I made one of Frey.
Ooh,
Let me
link it.
put that
I'll
in.
put it up
So
in the
there's a
thing.
new picture. There's a new picture of Frey.
Always new pictures.
There we go. Look at Frey.
Oh, damn! That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a really cool website. Totally recommend checking it out. It also lets you make um like landscape things too, which I think would be really helpful if you're DMing or anything.
Mm-hmm. For everybody watching,
Yeah.
this
Also,
is.
don't try to make weasels because when you combine weasels together, it starts looking really weird.
Well, that just sounds like an abomination I must create.
Okay, that's where. Okay.
But anyway, yeah, look, it's
Yeah, I
Frey.
remember Felix shared Tara's
Hmm.
version of that.
Stump. I need a stump. I have a child singing in the background that is supposed to be asleep.
Don't stop believing. I don't know. I can't sing.
He's not stopping something, all right.
I'm not going to say anything to that.
I am confused now.
Don't worry about it.
I am extremely worried about it now. I feel like I have missed something crucial, and I don't want to know what it
Something did
is.
just go over your head, and yes, you don't.
Cool. Cool, cool,
Or
cool.
as the TikTok famous Midwestern sayings being known. No, yeah. Or no, yeah, no.
No? No.
Or yeah, no. Do you know which one's which?
No. I have no idea what you're saying.
Essentially, yeah, no means oh yeah, for sure. Right,
Oh, yeah,
and
for
no, yeah
sure.
is like no, yeah is like you don't want to do that.
That's what it is. You sound like the dude who does the states.
Which one?
That obviously the guy who does the states, obviously.
For sure, yeah.
Oh, the Canadian dude.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's plenty of
Oh
people
wait,
that
no, actually he's
do
from Florida.
videos on the states. Oh, Ben. Okay, him. Yeah, no. Damn it. Yeah, no. Ben Bernard or whatever his last name
Yeah,
is
no.
pronounced.
Yeah, no.
You just did the yeah, no thing too.
I realized that, which is why I paused. I'm like, damn it.
Dun
I
dun.
Oh,
paused. It's like shit.
oh, I mean,
Ope is another one.
yep.
Do you guys even know what ope means, or like how it's used?
Oh, I saw the video uh on the YouTubes that kind of described the way I use an op. I'll have to
The
put that in the chat.
vernacular there.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Midwestern accent is almost always represented as a Minnesota accent.
Or Wisconsin.
I feel like the oh don't you there and kind of things is more Minnesota than Wisconsin.
I just
But
watch a girl
Wisconsin a
on
little
YouTube who
bit.
is a little bit she's from Wisconsin, so I kind of imagine it with her. But
Mm.
Meg does voice.
Wisconsin's right in between Illinois and Minnesota anyway, so there's that
Also, one of
buffer
my
zone.
school programs was from Minnesota.
One of my old best friends went to college in Minnesota, and then ended up staying there and getting married. Bastard didn't invite me to his wedding though, which I was really
Oh,
salty about.
Obviously, that means you need to burn the entire state to the ground. Just saying.
Yes, thank you. This is what I have been telling people.
I will be your alibi.
probably shouldn't be recording this then.
Oh, it'll disappear.
Just
I put
like
the
my
video of the
father.
School of Ope on the Discord if you wanna know how
School of
Ope is
Ope.
used.
I'm very familiar with how ope is used, being born and raised in the
There you go.
Midwest.
We should kidnap him and bring him over here to live with his cousin and be a more worldly person.
Okay,
Yeah,
more
because
worldly
Delaware's
than
so
what?
much more worldly.
We got tax-free shopping, man. Wait, did you just reveal our location to the internet? Good job, Kathy. Jesus Christ.
Yep. And everybody will know who we are because it's so small.
Well, they know you're a school teacher.
Oh, you know what? I need to share a TikTok with you guys that from this one person that just roasts every state, and he's midway. He's like midway through all the states.
I'm watching one that's telling us what the
Uh,
state Pokemons are now.
Oh, that's terrifying. Sorry, I just okay.
Wait, what?
Here we go. This guy.
So on the Art Breeder website, the one that
Sorry, the art what?
Art Breeder, the one that I showed you.
That's
The
its
one where you
name?
can make the faces. Yes.
I'm afraid.
But you can like combine faces together and stuff, and it's actually, this one is quite terrifying. This is one that they say you can combine this face with other faces, and I don't want to.
So this whole series I love so much. Oh wait. What? Why? No.
No?
Yeah, that's
Something
the
that cat
appropriate
just
reaction.
tapped me. I'm
Apparently,
sorry, my brain
Aaron
kind
hasn't
of
seen it yet.
shuts off.
I'm afraid. I don't wanna know.
Okay, here we go. This is where we're posting things. So yes, this TikTok. This is a TikTok of a guy that's roasting Delaware, and I think it's great. I've already showed it to state my cousin.
I will have to look at it later. Cause I'm doing the thing.
I see it's a thing.
I am the sorry.
I am surprised. I'm still honest. I expected I'd be getting more work by now. I figured I'd be like, I have a little bit of time to drop in and talk about elementals because they're cool, and then disappear back to work.
Work is for trash. You don't need to go to work. You stay here with us. Speaking of, it's time to look up another
I
elemental.
One of
know
us.
exactly what I'm
One
supposed
of
to
us.
One of us. And time to look up another elemental, Rob. I gotta look up an elemental for us. Hold on. Don't go anywhere.
Also, side note, try to do Nibby on that website. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Bad?
No, either it's like a creepy man child or it's a woman.
None
Like
of that
there's nothing in
sounds.
between. I cannot make a Nibby easily on this. I'm trying.
None of that sounds pleasant at all. Hmm.
So apparently there are dragon in Pathfinder. There are dragon elementals, fiend globe elementals, or no, that's a defender globe. Ether fiends, a cold iron elemental. That's interesting.
Holy
Ooh,
shit.
gravity elemental.
Found a thing for us.
Okay, you go.
No. You go first. You found a thing
I'm,
first. You go first.
I found many different types of elementals. There's a time elemental in Pathfinder. I bet that's terrifying.
I don't really want to see that. Anything to do with time
Uh,
is usually very extremely scary.
yes, I know.
No matter what game you're looking at, anything to do with time, extremely freaking scary.
I'm not really seeing a stat block though.
Mm-hmm.
I see a bunch of abilities for it, just not really stack blocks. But one of its abilities is alter age.
I don't like that.
Nyx doesn't really like that either.
I
No,
wonder
Nyx doesn't.
why Nyx doesn't like it.
I couldn't imagine why Nyx would not like that. But I found a
Oh, so the
thing.
way this works.
Oh, no, you go
So
first.
there are age. Yeah, I'll finish this with alter age. So there are actually age categories which rarely ever actually get used, to my knowledge, in Pathfinder. But alter age can make failed fortitude save after a touch attack or con save. Um, they can advance either go forward or back one aging step from like adulthood to middle age or middle age to old to from old to vulnerable and so on. But going through different ages like that, age steps, can actually greatly affect your ability scores. But I don't know a single DM that uses those. So yeah,
Dun dun dun.
I'm sure they're out there. I just don't know any. But your turn.
Oh. So elemental locus. I found a thing. This is about the closest approximation of a picture I could find for it, but this guy's in the Tome of Beasts. The ground ripples and tears as rocks fall, jets of flame erupt, and howling winds rage around an elemental locus. The land is angry. Elemental loci are living spirits inhabiting or embodying tracts of land and geological features. They are the ultimate personification of nature, the land itself come to life, varying in size from small hills to entire ridge lines, with no discernible pattern to where they take root. Elemental loci are fiercely protective of their chosen location. They tolerate no interference in the natural order and challenge all who despoil the land, be they mortal, monster, or god. They are a gargantuan elemental, neutral. They've only got a 16 natural armor class, and their speed is only 5 feet. But they are immune to acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from all non-magical weapons. So,
Oh, non-magical weapons. Okay, I was like, how do you damage it then?
you don't.
Oh, you can damage it with a magical weapon.
Yeah, but they
Just
are
hit it really
resistant to
hard.
bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So even
From
if you do
non-magical
hit it,
weapons, you said.
no, they're immune to damage from non-magical
Oh.
weapons, but they are also resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, meaning they still only take half damage from the damage you do deal with those weapons. They're also
Is
immune to being
adamantium a
charmed.
thing in 5e?
Say what?
Is adamantium a thing in 5e? Because I know that normally just cuts through most resistances or DRs.
I think silvered weapons are the thing that most people look at in 5e if they're not magical weapons specifically. Silvered weapons can, in some cases, act as magical weapons, even though they're not actually magic. They act as like a +1 in some cases. It depends on what kind of foes you're up against.
Yeah, I know Fae is like, or no, not Fae. Fae, at least in Pathfinder, Fae is weak to cold iron.
I think
I maybe silver. Go
I,
ahead.
I think the Fae are weak to cold iron in most cultures and games just because of the nature of what they are like on Earth. Just because, yeah. There is still some debate about whether in the real world, aka Earth, their aversion to cold iron was actually the physicality of iron or the installation of a more mechanical society that drove out all the natural elements. So that's a
Yeah.
sorry, I'm being a geek. Um,
Which one of us are not being a geek right now?
look, my name is Aaron. I mean Ireland, so I gotta know shit sometimes about that. Oh,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
they are immortal, apparently. They are immortal. The elemental loci does not age and does not die when it drops to 0 hit points. If the elemental loci drops to 0 hit points, it falls into quintessent state for 25 weeks before returning to activity with full hit points. It
just
spawned.
needs a long nap.
It's a very long nap. It's like half a year, I think.
Pretty much, just shy.
It
Yeah, just
spawned.
shy of half a year.
It
1 week
takes
more
his
would.
hibernation. Hibernation. I want to take a hibernation.
Mm-hmm.
Its spawned elementals continue fighting whatever enemies attack the elemental locus. If no enemies are present, they defend the locus's area. So just because he's down and out doesn't mean his minions don't get up and keep going. The elemental locus is larger than most gargantuan creatures, occupying a space of 60 by 60 feet. Its movement is not affected by difficult terrain or by huge or smaller creatures. Other creatures can enter and move through the elemental loci space, but they must make a successful DC 20 strength check after each 10 feet of movement. Failure indicates they fall prone and can move no farther that turn. As a
So,
bonus action, the elemental loci loses 82 hit points and spawns an air, earth, fire, or water elemental to serve it. Spawned elementals answer to their creator's will and are not fully independent. The types of elementals the loci can spawn depend on the terrain it embodies. For example, an elemental loci of the desert can spawn earth, fire, and air elementals, but not water. The spawned elemental takes its turn immediately after the elemental loci's turn. They are considered a siege monster. The elemental loci deals double damage to objects and structures. Oh wow. They have multi-attack, as do most things. By the way, he's a CR 17. The elemental locase makes 2 slam attacks. It's a plus 15 to hit, reach of 15 feet, 6d8 plus 9 bludgeoning damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 23 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. Yeah,
Wow.
he a big boy.
I gotta jump off real quick.
Okie doke. I should just make a hill you guys are walking on just come to life at some point for no discernible reason.
Yep, because that's what we need.
Yes. I'm glad you agree with me.
Can I also just say that this website is very fun? I like making faces.
Did you make another one?
Yes, I have some ideas for characters now. Da da da. See, it's very interesting because you combine together different faces. But sometimes you throw in a face, you're like, oh, this would be really cool. And it just picks out the weirdest feature of that face and throws it in, and it just throws everything out of whack.
It just has to be
Try.
special.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Somebody made a Mona Lisa.
Ah, man, now I've got that in my head.
Huh?
Speaking of things in my head, let me find something else. The fuck is that? Hey, Kathy, what was your favorite monster? What was your favorite monster that we've dealt with so far?
The ogre.
You are very partial to Mr. Ogre.
I did like Mr. Ogre
Is it because you beat him so thoroughly?
because I was able to beat him.
That will do it, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
I need to find some good stairs.
Are they going upstairs or going downstairs?
Upstairs. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do.
They have a dungeon upstairs?
Sure. Sure. Could be a dungeon. It could be a ce- cellar. Could be cellar.
Upstairs? You said it's going upstairs. They have a cellar upstairs?
Well, the stairs are going upstairs. Stairs are too big. I only need them to be in one square. Do. Yes. What do you think? Is good stairs?
Yes.
Yes.
Now
Mm-hmm.
you put the barrel.
I am definitely going to put the barrel for sure.
Put the barrel.
Yes, barrel.
And a candle. One. Just one candle.
No candle. No candle.
No candle?
But yes, for crates. It's crates.
But it'd be dark in cellar.
It's very dark in cellar, yes.
Closed barrel, open barrel, water barrel, broken barrel.
Many barrel.
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 Floating barrel.
Well, it is not underwater, so we will not do the floating barrel.
The little barrel. Okay, that's okay, barrel. It was little.
This tiny barrel. That's too big barrel.
You put
Jesus
the barrel on
Christ.
top of other barrels? Oh, that's big barrel. Yes, very big barrel. Oh, it's still big barrel.
Not
67%.
65%. I can't do non-multiples of 5. It's terrible.
That's ridiculous.
That I can't do non-multiples of 5.
Yes.
I'm a very ridiculous person, yes.
Oh, I thought you meant that the program wouldn't let you do it.
No, I just don't want to.
Oh, okay. I understand that. I just thought it was ridiculous that the program wouldn't let you do it. Can you put them on top of each other?
Yeah, I totally could. Watch. Boop. They stack. But I don't want them there, so I'm gonna do that. Boop. As for who would win, Elemental Loci or Stormlord? I mean,
They're both like immune to each other.
let's look at it in Pokemon terms. Earth versus water and flying. Who wins?
Bug Earth versus water flying.
Well, the Elemental
Flying
Loci
would
is
go over bug, but does water beat ground? I can't remember.
Yes. Yes? Fuck if I remember.
Burning barrel.
Jesus Christ. I'm not going to do a burning barrel. You're feral. You're feral about the barrel.
Cargo crate. Floating crate. Broken crate.
Many crate.
Open crate. Basket.
Basket.
Box. Chest. Shelf.
Zoom. Phone. No. Bite us. Mm,
See, they got old candle.
things you have an old candle. I'm not.
Rotten altar.
You're very interested in candles.
Pile of garbage.
There's a lot of that.
Open grave.
That's what every household needs is an open grave. What the fuck is a patch of grass? GRAS. Patch of grass? Kathy, you do English. What's that?
It is a patch of grass.
But what is GRAS? Grass.
Grass.
What is it? It can't be actual like grass with two S's, right?
It's generally recognized as safe.
But what is it? Well, we gotta find this out now. It's gonna kill me forever. Oh, god damn it.
It's a hidden substance in your food.
No, I don't want patch of grass. I want patch of grass. Well, the internet doesn't know. It's officially a mystery forever. Maybe it's a typo. It's gonna bother me for a very long time. I don't know if it's gonna bother you, Kathy, but it's gonna bother me for an extremely long time.
It's in food. It's generally recognized as safe.
Hmm. Dumb.
Workbench.
No, I'm trying to find the food. There was some buckets that had like food in it.
You look up bucket.
No, it wasn't like specifically bucket.
Do you look up food?
No, I did not look up food. Here it is though. Maybe. Possibly. Just chicken. No, this isn't it. Gosh darn it. I could put a Colossus statue down there though. What's a dead orc? That's unfortunate. There's a vortex. Okay. Well, I've stalled long enough. Let's see here. Open to something interesting. Oh, hey, this is relevant.
Is it under decorations?
No.
Hmm.
All right, so this is a ghost boar. He is a challenge rating 3, so he's not exactly like super strong. But there's also an.
Back to the other page real quickly.
Aw, which one? This one?
The one with all the pictures. Yeah.
But why?
'Cause I wanted to. There was the picture. Hold on, you haven't gone back to the It's the ghost boar of pictures. Yeah.
Mhm.
The one next to the one you picked,
Yeah.
is that no feral hog? Okay, I wasn't sure if that was also ghost boar.
I
Sorry,
mean,
continue.
I think it is also a ghost boar.
No,
It's
no,
li
on the right side.
Oh, that one. No, that's 30 to 50 feral hogs.
I couldn't tell. It went too quick.
But yeah, there's ghost boars that are only challenge rating 3, and then there's elder ghost boars that are challenge rating 6. Regular ghost boars are a large monstrosity. Elder ghost boars are a huge monstrosity. A hulking boar tosses its head and charges, fading in and out of existence as it moves. They are a magical creation. Magical experiment on a group of albino boars went awry, releasing the enormous beast into the wild to proliferate. They
As
did
babies.
they did things and had children. Um,
Had
ghost
boarlets.
boarlets, piglets. What's a group of piglets, Kathy?
Um, Now, are you specifically talking about like baby boars, or are you talking about baby pigs?
I'm pretty sure baby boars are still called piglets.
A young wild boar is sometimes called a humbug.
It's a young wild boar, not a not a baby. Is a baby wild boar called a humbug?
Let me see. Baby wild boar.
Got some nasty tusks, I'll get in that.
The young may be called piglets,
Aha!
but it's also called a scrofla.
A scruffla? That is that is a disturbing name to have. Well, ghost boars earn their name from their ability to temporarily become incorporeal. When the ghost boar moves, it becomes ghostly and insubstantial, passing through objects as it charges its prey. That is disturbing. A strange side effect of the magical accident that created the ghost boar appears in the strongest of them. They are magnets for souls of the recently departed. The souls can use the meeker spiritual magic of the ghost boar to communicate with those nearby. So I'm just picturing Sives wanting to go to get a pet ghost boar to help sniff out souls.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Rune you would like that.
I don't think Rooney's gonna be liking a lot of stuff after Sives comes down off their possession high.
Mm-hmm.
So both the ghost boar and the elder ghost boar no charge. The elder just does more damage. If the boar moves at least 20 feet in a straight line toward 20 feet straight toward a target and then hits it with a tusk attack on the same turn, the target takes an extra 3d6 or 4d6 slashing damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 14 or 17 saving throw or be knocked prone. So they have a cool ability called Incorporeal Jaunt. When the ghost boar moves, it becomes temporarily incorporeal. It can move through creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain. It takes 1d10 force damage and is pushed to the closest unoccupied space if it ends its turn inside an object. But at least it doesn't die! And they both have Relentless. If the board takes 15 damage or less, that would reduce it to 0 HP. It is reduced to 1 HP instead. So they're basically like orcs. Lucky.
Mm.
They have their Tusk weapon, which is a +6 on the Ghost Boar and a +9 on the Elder Boar. It is a 5-foot reach, and it does 2d6 +4 or 3d6 +6 slashing damage, depending on which kind of boar it is. The Elder Ghost Boar also has multi-attack, so he can do that twice. And they both have weird reactions. Ghost Boar Regular has Tusk Swipe. When a creature hits the Ghost Boar with a melee weapon attack, the Ghost Boar can make one Tusk attack against the creature. The Ghost Boar must see the attacker and be within 5 feet of it. And the Elder Ghost Boar has Ghostly Slip. When it is targeted by an attack or spell or is grappled or restrained, the Ghost Boar becomes momentarily incorporeal. It gains resistance to any damage that isn't force and ends any grappled or restrained conditions on itself. This is the ultimate greased pig, I swear to God.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about electric ghost boars?
I don't think Rooney would like that.
I think you might possibly be right. I think she would nope the other direction. Fuck is Sina Una? Ooh, it looks pretty, whatever it is.
But maybe if it was a ghost boar that just had an amulet. An amulet of static electricity.
Now
And if it gets
a
too close, you get the little boop.
now that's an idea. What if it wasn't really a ghost boar? It just had an amulet that it was wearing around its neck that kept making it go incorporeal. Everybody thought it was a ghost boar, but it wasn't. It was a lie.
And when you're just about to kill it, it then reveals its true self, and it was something that was morphed into a boar and was like, "How dare you attack me?"
Or it's just a regular boar and it got an amulet hooked around its tusk that let it do crazy things.
True that.
Child is singing to himself.
There's a bowl of wood.
Why does anybody need a bowl of wood? I ask you.
Go with the bowl of fire.
I need to find a
Maybe it wasn't.
good.
Maybe it wasn't a bucket. It was a bowl. Did you search for bowl?
I did not. I did not do that.
Did you search for bucket?
I did not do that either.
How are you going to find the things you're looking for if you don't search for them?
I scroll through them until I see what I want. And I
What
want
if
what
you
I
miss
see.
it?
I might. I do that a lot. I think if I search apples, I'll find it though.
Alien egg infestation.
Nope. That's not this game. It's in Victorian containers. Should have known. It was Agatha all along. How did I miss it? I was right next to the crates. Also, this cool basket of cloth.
And a broken bucket. And a candle stand.
You're really into those broken buckets. Gotta decorate the cold cellar with plenty of baskets and apples and stuff.
What if it's a very small coffin?
Wait, what's a coffin?
I don't know. You could put that in there. They'll
My apples
never
are a
guess.
coffin?
Could be in there with the apples. You need a sack of potatoes.
Yes. Wonder if there is a sack of potatoes. I wonder if there's potatoes at all. Potatoes. Potato? Potato!
Potato. Potato. Oh, potato.
Potato. They look like skulls, not potatoes.
Potato skulls.
I zoom in.
You should make a room at some point that looks like it's like a haunted, like terrible thing, but in reality, it's just like there's a potato near some candles, and like it looks like it's like an altar, and it's like nope, it's a potato with some candles and some tomato soup fell on the floor.
These potatoes look enough like skulls that would be feasible.
You should put a carpet or rug in the middle,
I'm trying to find something to
or
hide
some
it.
grass.
I'm not putting any grass in here until I figure out what grass is. Ow, my eyeball.
You can put salat.
Salat?
Salat. It's down underneath potatoes.
No salat
And
for
kraut.
me.
Salat.
No salat for me. There will be no salat.
With a human head.
No human heads either.
And a plush monkey.
It's not a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea.
Hey, look, it's a skull or potato.
It's lightning.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Hmm.
Look, it's a trap.
There's a lot of traps. This is the whole thing of traps. There's acid pits, there's spike traps, there's lava pits, arrow traps, saw traps, net traps, spike traps, boulder traps.
You can make a Saw reenactment.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bear trophy.
Yes. That is what I need.
Bear trophy.
Bear trophy. There we go. Excellent.
Okay, I could go to bed. I got an interview in the morning or afternoon or some point tomorrow. I gotta go check and see what time that is.
Oh, Okie dokie. I am probably going to go to bed at 11 as per usual. So,
Don't stay up too late.
yeah, I gotta go to the aquarium tomorrow.
It's exciting.
Very,
You
very.
get to go see all the fishies.
I like the fish.
See which one would be best against the Storm Lord.
I think I should kidnap a shark.
You could do that. Might be difficult if you don't have something to put them in.
Nah, I'll make it work.
Okay. Night night.
Night night.
Bye everybody who's watching, which is probably just us. Bye.
Bye. I will be staying here for just a little bit. I think skeletal doors will do. Lark. They're not the right size. Is unfortunate. Alrighty then. It is time to speak of another. Mm-hmm. The heck is that thing? Oh man, that's awesome. We're gonna talk about that. Especially since I'm going to the aquarium tomorrow. So, this is a devil shark. With a fang-filled maw and the glimmer of malevolent intelligence in its ruby eyes, the shark-like creature glides through the depths in complete silence. This terrifying creature possesses a cunning, devious mind, which it uses to bend others to its will. The devil shark considers itself superior to all other creatures of the sea and goes to great lengths to prove it. A merciless, vicious predator when active, a devil shark carves out and defends a territory for itself measured in leagues, relentlessly hunting down any creatures it considers a competitor for primacy. The creature relies in part on the terror it spreads during its periods of activity to keep it safe and undisturbed during its long periods of dormancy. While dormant, it sleeps in deep undersea caves or ancient submerged structures of unknown artifice. The devil shark is a solitary creature, though it sometimes enjoys the worship of Sanguine. As rapturous as the hungriest shark, the devil shark enjoys consuming the flesh of sentient creatures and looks kindly on those providing it with such sacrifices, though it will just as soon eat some of those admirers should such offerings cease. The devil shark is a gargantuan monstrosity, neutral evil. It has 16 natural armor. It has a 60-foot swim speed, 198 hit points, Its strength is 24, dexterity 14, constitution 22, intelligence 14, wisdom 20, and charisma 14. It is resistant to fire and completely immune to cold. It has blind sight of 60 feet. It knows Aquean, deep speech, and telepathy at 120 feet. It is a CR13 monster. And it looks like the cutest little thing who needs a nose boop. Blood Frenzy. The Devil Shark has advantage on melee attack rolls against any creature that doesn't have all its HP. Keen Smell. The Devil Shark has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on smell. Magic Resistance. The Devil Shark has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Shark Telepathy. The Devil Shark can magically command any shark within 120 feet of it using a limited telepathy. This command is limited to simple concepts such as come here, defend me, or attack this target. Water breathing. Obviously, the Devil Shark can breathe only underwater because he is a shark. He has a bite attack, which is plus 12 to hit, 5-foot reach. It does 4d10 plus 7 piercing damage, and the target is grappled. The escape DC is 18. You're just automatically grappled, no saving throw until your next turn when you try to make your escape. It also knows Swallow. The shark makes one bite attack against a large or smaller target it is grappling. If the attack hits, the target is also swallowed and the grapple ends. While swallowed, the target is blinded and restrained. It has total cover against attacks and other effects outside the Devil Shark, and takes 66 acid damage at the start of each of the Devil Shark's turns. A Devil Shark can have 2 large, 4 medium, or 6 small creatures swallowed at a time. If the Devil Shark takes 30 damage or more on a single turn from a swallowed creature, the Devil Shark must succeed on a DC 18 Constitution saving throw or regurgitate all swallowed creatures, which fall prone within 10 feet of the Devil Shark. If the Devil Shark dies, a swallowed creature is no longer restrained by it and can escape by using 20 feet of movement exiting prone. Freezing Breath. The Devil Shark exhales a 60-foot cone of supernaturally cold water. Each creature in that area must make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a target takes 12d8 cold damage and is pushed 20 feet away from the Devil Shark. On a success, a target takes half damage but isn't pushed. So, I guess you could say he's one cool cucumber. I like him though. He's very pretty. I have several ideas of where I could use somebody like that in one of my campaigns. Specifically, cough, cough, salt marsh, cough, cough, extend content, cough, cough. I think he would look very nice there. But anyway, we're gonna go back to this guy. I'm just figuring out. Let's see. Hmm. Water. Even darker. Excellent. Mm-hmm. Da 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 da. Alrighty. Mm-hmm. There we go. Alrighty. Try that again. Boop, 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 and boop. Mm-hmm. Eh. Mm. Boop. There we go. Let's see some crumbly wall. Whoa, way too big. Still way too big. That will do. Do 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 do. Dang, even that's not short enough. Okay. Mm-hmm. Nope, nope, nope. Undo that one. Mm-hmm. Here, that does that. Do. And boop. That looks pretty good. Now create some darkness. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Darker. Yes, excellent. I like that very much. We haven't named it. We must name it. There we go. Boop. And go. Secret alcove right there. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Through the mountains. Secret, 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 secret tunnel. And over here. 10 by 10 cells. Not all of them will have things in them. But, just in case. Yes, I think that will work quite well. All right, we are going to save for the evening. It is almost time to say goodbye. I have time for one more fun little rendition of a creature with you. Let's flick through the Tome of Beasts and see what it will be. Mm. It's something cool. Well, since we've been talking a lot about rat folk in our other campaign, since I am playing one, da, 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 da. They have made a monster variant in this book. I'd love to play one. There he is. So this is a rat folk, as in 5e rat folk. Rat folk are the size of halflings, though smaller in girth and quicker in their movements. At a glance, they might even be mistaken for halflings if not for their twitching snouts, bony feet, and long pink tails. The rat folk are canny survivors, rogues, and tricksters all. Their strong family ties make it easy for them to found or join criminal societies, though others serve as expert scouts and saboteurs, able to infiltrate army camps, city sewers, and even castle dungeons with equal ease. Ratfolk leaders are often spellcasters and rogues. Ratfolk swim well and can survive on little. Some groups are endemic to tropical and subtropical islands. Others inhabit forests, sewers, labyrinths, and ancient ruined cities. Ratfolk prefer light weapons and armor, fighting with speed and using numbers to bring a foe down. They have been known to ally themselves with goblins, Darakal, and kobolds on occasion, but more often prefer to serve a rat king, who may or may not be a rat of any kind. Such rat rulers might include a rare rat, a rat king, actual rat king, it's a monster, an ogre, a minor demon, or intelligent undead. So regular rat folk are just a challenge rating 1/4, but there is a specialty one in this book called the Rat Folk Rogue. He is a challenge rating 1. He has speed of 25 feet, swim speed of 10 feet. He has 15 studded leather armor, and his a cunning action. A Ratfolk rogue can use a bonus action to dash, disengage, or hide. And he gets that as a challenge rating 1 creature, so that's pretty darn good. They have nimbleness. A Ratfolk rogue can move through the space of any creature size medium or larger. They have pack tactics. A Ratfolk rogue has advantage on its attack roll against a creature if at least one of the Ratfolk's allies is within 15 feet of the creature and the ally is capable of attacking. They get 1 sneak attack per turn. A Ratfolk rogue deals an extra 1d6 damage when it hits a target with a weapon attack and has advantage on the attack roll, or when the target is within 5 feet of one of its allies that isn't incapacitated, and the rogue doesn't have disadvantage on the attack roll. They can attack with daggers, light crossbow, or rat dagger flurry. It is a ranged weapon attack. It's +5 to hit, range of 20 to 60 feet. It hits 3 targets, and it does 1d4 +3 of piercing damage. So basically, they fling their weapons in a frenzy. It's quite nice. I enjoy rats. In case you guys haven't been listening, I like rat people. Rat people are nice. I hope to get my own rat one day, an actual one. And he will stay, and he will be my friend, and I will name him Vivi. Yes, his name will be Vivi. All right, that's gonna be all for tonight. Thank you for sticking with me as I completed the upper floors and worked on the basement. This is going to be a special surprise for Cat and crew. So, I don't think that Rooney watches this, which is good because she would have already noped out of it having seen all of that. But anyway, thank you for watching. We will be here on Friday for Dragons Also Maybe Dungeons when we find out how that possession is going for Sives. On Saturday, we will be doing our regular RPGs and chill. Sorry about last weekend. I was very tired after work and laid myself face down and ended my turn quite earlier than I intended to, which resulted in me not being quite ready for Rob's one-shot the next day. Speaking of, the one-shot will be on Saturday again for part 2, which I will be streaming, the Pathfinder one-shot. We will continue as we were with those earth elementals in the deep, deep, dark, dark ground. And then directly after that, I will be over on MG Leopard's stream doing our usual Aliador campaign. And I look forward to seeing any and all of you there. You have a fantastic evening. Night.